Warning. The following podcast was recorded by two idiots. It contains vulgar language, vulgar ideas, and poop jokes. If any of this offends you, blow it out your ass.
Son of a bitch bastard!
Let's start this again. Shall we? Jesus Christ.
You're fucking retarded.
Hey, Pickle Licker, wanna play the right intro?
One more time!
Are you ready?
Oh, it's that time again, isn't it? Just that time to podcast again. Welcome to
Right
another
about
episode.
that time.
Just about that time. Welcome to another episode of STS. Oh, no. God, this is what happens, man. I get exhausted from work and I'm thinking of other shit. Welcome to another episode of Let Us Cast. I'm Andrew. With me, as always, is Bruce Gates. Bruce, how you
Hey,
been,
man.
man?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you, sir?
You see how I'm doing.
Evidently not as confused as you. It's not your job to be as confused as Andy. Look at him. He's confused. I mean, our stage piece was in danger of being trampled on by dwarves.
I've never seen that movie in its entirety, and I'm okay.
Really? Oh my God. We were just talking off air about movies that Liz has never seen. We were rewatching them. That's one that she's seen, and you haven't. That's so funny. Like, she's seen it and she hates that movie. I have a feeling you might too, because you're not really into British humor, are you?
Kind of, sort of. Like I
Yeah?
love Mr.
You mean
Bean.
you like Monty Python?
I like Monty
Mr.
Python. I like Mr. Bean.
Okay. All right. So it might work for you,
Yeah.
because it's very British, man. It's
Alright.
good shit though. I love it. I love it. Oh.
Fucking hell, man. So America's still on fire.
Yeah, it kind of continues to burn, doesn't it, man?
Yeah, it kind of does.
All I can say is we didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. We didn't start the... I think you see where I'm going with
Yeah, you can stop anytime.
this.
How dare you besmirch the Billy Joel song?
How dare you, sir?
How dare you?
Yes. Oh man, beautiful. It's that hippo again.
Hey, podcast boy, I told you to keep your bird away from my monkey.
It's that monkey guy again.
You know, it's the same guy that does the voice for SpongeBob.
The guy who does the heifer voice?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
I was
awesome.
like, fuck, dude moved up in the world.
Yeah, no shit, that's awesome, dude. Oh man.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
He's done a lot of shit, actually, that guy. I don't know his name, but man, he's been all over the place.
Yeah, he kind of has.
Yeah. Good for him, man.
Yeah,
Getting a shitload of work.
Yeah, I mean that's something every voice actor will tell you is like, oh, what's the best gig? The next one, it tells you it's still working.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if that's your dream, right, to get paid using your voice, then I mean,
Yeah.
good on you. You know, cool shit. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, that's definitely not my thing. I don't even think I'd be good at it, but I think you could certainly have a shot at it. You're pretty good at impressions and shit.
I mean, you got to do more than impressions though. It's just
You got to be able to do like characters, but I feel like you could do that.
yeah, I'd love to at least give it a shot and fail at it, then not try it.
Well, here's the thing. Like you do in a way you do characters because like when you tell a story sometimes, like if you're talking about your friends or something, you'll do an impression of the friend, and I know that's kind of like the same thing as doing an impression, but at the same time, you're still like characterizing them, like because it's not really necessarily how they sound, but because any impression is sort of like an exaggeration of how they sound actually.
No, but I mean it's also like even if anybody tells a fucking story. You know, and they're like, oh, then my friend, he comes up to me, he's like, hey, how you doing? You know, you kind of cartoon him up a little bit because it makes it interesting. It makes it entertaining a little bit more.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I guess everybody does it.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, shit, what were we talking about?
We were saying the country is still burning.
Oh, right.
We somehow got talking about heifer.
Yeah. Still taking those left turns.
Wouldn't be our show if we didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much wouldn't.
You should just call it the Left Turn Show. Drive fast, turn left.
Yeah, so I was making bread one day, and all of a sudden there's a monkey. Like,
yeah, pretty much. Where did that come from? Well, it's the Left Turn Show, folks.
Yeah, it's just take a left turn. And then again, if we were a left turn show, we could just call our, podcast like something NASCAR related.
Oh yeah, drive fast, turn left.
Yep. Left turn. Left turn. Left turn.
I'm your host, Ricky, and that's Bobby.
Hey, they're turning left again. They're so stupid, they can't turn right.
They do actually have road courses, though, where they do turn right. There's 2 of them, as far as I'm aware, but I don't really watch racing, so I don't know.
I remember, I think...
But for the most part, yeah, it's left, left.
Well, no, it was funny, because I think I remember it was like you, me, Liz, your mom, and I think there was 2 other people at a Lowell Spinners game, and we rented one of the boxes up there.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you go into one of those boxes, they have a little TV so you can, watch news, or, if there's something else you want to keep on for background noise, or just something during intermissions, you can do that. Mm-hmm. So, your mom had this fucking NASCAR race on, and she's paying more attention to that than the fucking ball game, and I'm just going why the fuck does anybody watch this shit?
Yeah, my mom is big into racing, man. My uncle too. I think he's maybe less into it now than he used to be. I'm not really sure, but my mom is still, as far as I know, she's still into it. But
yeah,
because she's got racing flags and all kinds of shit. Never really been my thing though. I've never really been into cars. I don't know about you, but that's usually a classic guy thing to be into. I don't really give a shit about cars.
No, fucking never really did anything for me.
No.
I
don't understand the fascination. Oh my god. It goes vroom vroom,
yeah,
and it gets me from here to there.
Yeah.
Cool.
I remember when my doofus older brother, back when he was in high school, he wanted to get a 1980 Camaro Z-Rock or whatever have you. Oh, it's got this great stereo system and subwoofers in the back. It's dude, you're a fucking high school student. You're gonna bust your ass at fucking Wendy's for 60 hours to try and afford all this shit. And this fucking thing gets shit for gas mileage, but you're getting it because, it looks fucking cool? You're an idiot!
Yeah, my buddy, man, Rick, God bless his soul, man. Dude's a fucking character, but good lord, just kind of an idiot. He was one of those who wanted a Camaro in high school too, but then he ended up buying a motorcycle too. And my mom has this story where one day he showed up to our house, right where we lived, and I wasn't even home. My mom was there by herself, and Rick shows up and he's like, "Hey, is Bruce here?" She's like, "No, Rick, he's not. I'm sorry." And was there something I can help you with? He's like, "Well, I was just gonna show him my motorcycle," and then one thing leads to another, and then she's like, "Can I borrow some money for gas?" It's he ran out that needed gas money, so he stopped off and hit my mom up for gas money. It's oh, you fucking guy.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Bless his soul, but he's an idiot.
He is, man. I mean, that's the guy. I'm sure I've told the story with the Target thing.
Yep.
That's the guy who, at the jewel counter pressed the button because he just wanted to see what would happen. And it's you have 60 seconds and a Target associate will be with you. And he's like, Jesus, that's not much reaction time.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, an employee comes up and they're like, "Can I help you?" And he's like, I got to be honest, I just really wanted to push the button. That's the kind of person we're talking about here.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, there in that situation, nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt, but it's just he's a simple man, folks. It reminds me of the scene in the airplane from Tommy Boy. He's a big dumb animal, isn't he, folks?
Yeah.
He's a simple guy, isn't he, folks?
Yeah,
just wanted to push a button.
Anyways, democracy's on fire.
Yes, democracy's very much on fire. At least the Capitol was almost on fire.
Bless its soul, but they're idiots.
Yeah, I don't think it's any question where we stand on this. I mean, maybe I have a slightly different opinion than yours, which would be that I would say that like, I mean, they have the right to protest, right? They just don't have the right to be smashing shit up and vandalizing shit and leading to the point where people need to get shot over it. I mean, you have your right to protest just about anything. That's what makes democracy great, right?
Yeah.
And I don't agree with what they're protesting about, but
No, but
hey,
you
they
have the
should
right
be
to
allowed
do
to
it.
protest. Right, right. It's
Yeah.
like I don't believe. What is the saying about like I don't believe in what you say or I don't agree with what you say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it or something like that.
Right.
Basically, that's how I feel about it. Like they should be allowed to protest, but as soon as they started breaking shit like that, like okay, you've gone way over the line. And
Yeah.
I've heard something about like Trump inciting them or something like that. I didn't actually check the tweets on that to see if that's legit or not, but I mean, I wouldn't.
They fucking shut down his Twitter account.
I heard, yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened.
But no, so pretty much like he held a rally, and he basically like said like, hey, we're gonna march down, like we're gonna walk down there. Like he's saying like, look, I'll walk down there with you, which is like, number one, it's not believable because I don't picture this guy walking anywhere.
He gets on one of those what are those things called?
What, a golf cart?
No, the
What, like a rascal?
the personal scooter thing.
Yeah, like
you know,
a
what
rascal.
people stand on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? He gets on one of
Oh,
those
like a
things.
Segway.
Yeah, Segway. He gets on a Segway. I will walk with you. You bastard.
You dick.
Seriously. I will Segway with you, my good people.
I'm the only one that gets it because it's the greatest Segway of all time. Nobody knows Segways better than I do.
It's all gold and shit with the presidential seal on it and shit.
Ugh.
So like overdone. Anyway.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's the part I wasn't aware of where I mean I heard people say that he went on Twitter and cited people, but I didn't actually check out what he said.
He held a rally. There were like he was talking shit like we're gonna march down there. We're gonna take back our country because they've stolen it from us. Rudy Giuliani's like, you know what? We should have. It was I forget his exact terming, but it was like trial by combat. I think it was what it was. Yeah, and then you have other Republican lawmakers pretty much signing off on it, like, well, the president is legally obligated to find every route that he can to find this corruption, and it's like, you've gone to court over 60 times and you've lost like all of them.
Yeah,
and
that's
two things, man. Number one, if anybody claims election rigging, tampering, fraud, or anything like that, prove it. Like show to me. Don't show me a fucking website or a fucking blog or a fucking goofy online article from like Breitbart or something like that. Give me the number for a fucking court case where it was proven in court that yes, this happened.
Yeah, there hasn't been a single court case that's proven that there's been any actual fraud. And that's the thing, like, that's another one of those things where, like, the people who believe in the fact that there was fraud in the election, like, first of all, I love the people who are posting up on social media that these are the same people who some of them got elected on the same ballot that they're contesting is fraudulent, which is hilarious. So that's one thing. But I don't know, man, like, to say that it's fraudulent, like... And then to have no, like you said, like no evidence, no court cases that have been proven or anything like that. Like it reminds me of the flat earther thing where like you have no ground to stand on here. But I mean, I guess if you really want to believe that, I mean, it's really hard for me to accept that opinion. But I mean,
there's a difference between that and something stated as a fact. Like there is science proving that yes, the world is round.
True, although some people will say that it's not science, I mean that this is what I mean. You get people who will jump off the deep end.
To which I say, you all motherfuckers need science here.
yes. Where's my Neil deGrasse Tyson shirt? Damn it, wearing the wrong shirt today.
Yeah,
Fuck.
really. Gotta dress dapper like I am. Anyways, well, number two, the other argument that I fucking despise hearing right now is, well, it's both sides. It's like, okay, so tell me which side is the one that's wearing, a sweatshirt that says Camp Auschwitz? Which is the one that's taking down the American flag at the Capitol and replacing it with a fucking Trump flag? Please tell me, which fucking side is it? Because it sure as shit is not the left side.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the same time, though, you see some reactions from the left because I sort of feel like sometimes the left goes a little overboard because, like, then they'll be like, because you see tweets like,